ॐ युहुन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचं मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञा भक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चापि व्रताः सत्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Shantaramस्य from verse 32. नासीत् पूर्वं न पश्चात् अतनुदिनकराच्छादको वारिवाहः दृश्यः किं त्वन्तरासौ स्थगयति सदृशं पश्यतो नार्कबिम्बम् नो चेदेवं विनार्कं जलधरपटलं भासते तर्हि कस्मात् तद्वद्विश्वं पिधत्ते दृशमथ न परं भासकं चालकं स्वम् भुञ्जानः स्वप्नराज्यं स सकलविभवः जागरं प्राप्य भूपः राज्यभ्रष्टोऽहमित्थं न भजति विषमं तन्मृषा मन्यमानः स्वप्ने कुर्वन्नगम्यागमनमुखमखं तेन न प्रत्यवायी तद्वज्जाग्रद्दशायां व्यवहृतिमखिलां स्वप्नवद्विस्मरेच्चेत् स्वप्नावस्थानुभूतं शुभमथ विषमं तन्मृषा जागरे स्यात् जाग्रत्यां स्थूलदेहव्यवहृतिविषयं तन्मृषा स्वप्नकाले इत्थं मिथ्यात्वसिद्धौ अनिशमुभयथा सज्जते तत्र मूढः सत्ये तद्भासकेऽस्मिन् अहः कुत इदं तन्न विद्मो वयं हि जीवन्तं जाग्रदीह स्वप्नकाले निरीक्ष्य निर्वेदं यात्यकस्मात् मृतममृतममं वीक्ष्य हर्षं प्रयाति स्मृत्वाप्येतस्य जन्तोः निधनमसुयुतिं भाषते तेन साकम् सत्येवं भाति भूयोऽल्पकसमयवशात् सत्यता वा मृषात्वम् स्वप्नस्त्रीसङ्गसौख्यात् अपि भृशमसतो याचरेतश्च्युतिः स्यात् सादृश्यात् तद्वदेतत् स्फुरति जगदसत्कारणम् सत्यकल्पम् स्वप्ने सत्यः पुमान् स्यात् युवतिरिह मृषैवानयोः संयुतिश्च प्रातः शुक्रेण वस्त्रोपहतिरिति यतः कल्पनामूलमेतत् Now we move on to 37 verse. Pashyantyāramamस्य
पश्यन्त्या राममस्य
प्रतिदिवसममी जन्तवः स्वापकाले प्रतिदिवसममी जन्तवः स्वापकाले प्रतिदिवसममी जन्तवः स्वापकाले पश्यत्येनं न कश्चित् पश्यत्येनं न कश्चित् पश्यत्येनं न कश्चित् करणगणमृते करणगणमृते मायया क्रीडमानम् मायया क्रीडमानम् मायया क्रीडमानम् जाग्रत्यर्थौ व्रजानाम् अथ च तनुभृताम् भासकं चालकं वा नो जानीते सुषुप्तौ परमसुखमयम् कश्चिदाश्चर्यमेतत् So the verse which we just rendered has its basis in one mantra which appears in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So some material was sent to you as reference material for discussion which is to be done little later. But before getting into that, so I just wanted to chant this mantra for you, and then we will take up the discussion on this verse. Brihadaranyaka is made up of 6 adhyayas. So of this, in the 3rd adhyaya, there is a lot of discussion. So Santaryami Brahmanam and various other things come. The famous story that we have, that Yajnavalkya asked his Shishya to carry all the cows, etc., that is appearing in the 3rd adhyaya. The 4th adhyaya also, it is Janaka Yajnavalkya Samvada. And 4th adhyaya has some very interesting topics which will be taken up for discussion at great length in Brahmasutra Bhashya and so on. So one of them is this Jyotir Brahmanam, as they call it. This Jyotir Brahmanam is the 3rd Brahmana in the 4th adhyaya. So each adhyaya will be made of various Brahmanas, and this 3rd Brahmana is referred to as Jyotir Brahmana. There, so what I am going to render now is 14th mantra. So it's a very short mantra, then we will come back to this verse under discussion. Aramamasya pashyanti na tam pashyati kaschaneti तन्नायतं बोधये दित्याहुर्दुर्भिषज्जग्हास्मै भवति यमेष न प्रतिपद्यतेऽथो खल्वाहुः जागरितदेश एवास्यैष इति यानिह्येव जाग्रत्पश्यति तानि सुप्त इव तानि सुप्त इत्यत्रायं पुरुषः स्वयं ज्योतिर्भवति सोऽहं भगवते सहस्रं ददाम्यत ऊर्ध्वं विमोक्षाय ब्रूहीति. So this is as a conversation between Janaka and Yajnavalkya. So soon after this content was shared by Yajnavalkya, Janaka was so excited that he says, Soham Bhagavate Sahasram Dadami. So I am so pleased. May you please accept some 1,000 units of something. I don't know what it is. See, sahasram dadam yata urdhvam vimokshaya. So this is all fine. I am so pleased and I am so happy to share something with you. Atavurdhvam vimokshaya bruhi. So this is, I have understood regarding the query which I was posing to you. But ultimately what I need is moksha. If there is something else to be learned, so may you please proceed further. Atavurdhvam vimokshaya bruhi. So this is what Janaka says. This Adhyaya itself starts with a very interesting conversation. So this Janaka was visited by Yajnavalkya on his own. So this is some Kushala Prashna, that is what is being stated by Shankaracharya in his commentary, not with very specific intention. Sometimes when you go, so you don't actually have any specific purpose, you just want to, so today we will say hello, something like that. Okay? So just like that. Okay, so Janaka visited. So that is being narrated in the first mantra. So he did not have any idea to share any philosophy with him. Okay, philosophical discussion was not in his mind. And in fact, in his own mind, it is said that he decided not to open also. So, but then there was a context and Yajnavalkya had no other option. So, but to start discussion and then answering Janaka's question. That is how it goes, this Jyotir Brahman. This is the background. Now you can see that this mantra, which I just chanted, so this 14th mantra starts with Aramamasya Pashyanti. So you see the same thing here. Pashyanti Aramamasya. Basically the three words are swapped. See, Aramam Asya Pashyanti. Pashyanti Aramamasya. Okay. Now let us read what the verse says and then we will return back to more deeper discussions. Aramamasya Pashyanti. The word Arama is used to refer to a resting place. Okay. So Hindi Aram se means leisurely. So where you can spend your time leisurely. So that is what is called Arama. So generally it is used to refer to garden, Upavanam. Okay. So Upavanam is referred to as Arama. In fact, somewhere we had this Arama word, right? See, Swatma Aramam Praveshtum. So we had this earlier. So this Arama is basically, so A is the prefix and Rama, Ramanam. So that is the whole idea. Here it refers to the play off. Okay. So the play of this Atman. Asya Aramam Pashyanti. Pashyanti means these people see. Who see? Amijantavaha. So Amijantavaha means so all the human beings. I don't know whether this is applicable to animal kingdom, bird kingdom, etc. Anyway, definitely for human beings. Amijantavaha Asya Aramam Pashyanti. So who is this Asya? So that is the subject of discussion. Aramamasya Pashyanti. So the play of this person is being witnessed by everybody on a daily basis. When Prati Divasam, so also he says, and then Swapakale, so just before he goes to this non-REM sleep. Okay, so Swapna Avasthayam. Pashyantyaramamamasya Prati Divasam Amijantavas Swapakale. But then he says, Pashyatyenam Nakaschit. But the person who is responsible for generating this play is not seen, is not understood. Pashyantyenam Nakaschit. And this person, Karanaganamrite Mayaya Kridamanam. Karanaganamrite. So Karanagana refers to the group of organs which fetch you some information by which you can have some cognition. So these are certain instruments, and these instruments play a role in gathering some information for us, which is generally processed and a certain cognition arises in our mind. So that Karanagana is not present during this avastha. So they have all retired, but for one instrument which we call as mind. Karanaganamrite Mayaya Kridamanam. So Mayaya Kridamanam means, so it is the Maya which has generated the world in which this fellow dwells during Swapna. Okay? So it is not the external agency. You always dwell. So suppose you go to a beautiful garden. What happens? So you see some nice trees, beautiful pathway, so nice platforms to sit, some nice breeze. So how do you sense all this? All these are cognitions. All these are cognitions. But these cognitions are generated through the Karanagana. Okay? So this gives you some nice smell. The touch sense gives you a mild breeze. So all these things. But without all this, you are able to experience things in this Swapna world. It can be good experience, it can be bad experience. So if you walk through some street in Beijing or Shanghai, so then you have to do pranayama. Okay? So because that smell is something which is unbearable. Okay? So it can be good experience, it can be bad experience. Whatever be the experience, Karanagana fetches something and you react to this. But here in the Swapna world, Karanagana is not involved, but you experience. So that is what is referred to as Aramamasya Pashyanti. So the play of this fellow, whoever is this fellow, is being seen by us, and he seems to be playing with Maya. So that is what it verse says. Pashyantyaramamasya Pratidivasamami Jantavasvapakale Pashyatyenam Nakaschit. Nobody seems to realize this person. Who is this and what is his nature? That is not understood. Mayaya Kridamanam. Then he moves on and then says, Jagratyarthavrajanam athachatanubhritam bhasakam chalakam va. Not only is this person creating a world for you in the Jagrat, but the same person is responsible for you to play around even in the Jagrata Avastha. Okay? So Jagrati means in the wakeful state also. Arthavrajanam. So all the things that you see around you. So then also a cognition takes place. So is the cognition that is generated in you has someone as basis who is able to fetch you this knowledge? Or is it simply this organs create something in your mind? Okay. So this is something which we need to understand a little more deeply. So Jagratyarthavrajanam. Arthavrajanam refers to the entities which generate a certain experience in you. Athacha tanubhritam. The entities, when I say, so it can be environment, it can be certain other instruments, electronic gadgets, this, that, etc. Tanubhritam, even human beings. Okay? So all these things are made evident to you by some person. So, and that person is what referred to even in the earlier half of the verse. Jagratyarthavrajanam athacha. Athacha means moreover. Not only this person creates a world for you, for you to experience in the dream state, but also in the Jagrata Avastha. Jagratyartha vrajanam atha chatanubhritam bhasakam. So bhasakam means the one who makes things evident for you. Bhasakam chalakam va. Not only that, if you are chasing something, that I have to have this, or if you are running away from something, I want to avoid this. So that is chalakam. The one who gives all those impulses to react. Okay? Jagratyartha vrajanam atha chatanubhritam bhasakam chalakam va no janite sushuptau paramasukhamayam. And then he says, move on to the next state. Okay? Sushuptyavastha. In the Sushuptyavastha, Paramasukhamayam. So this entity just remains as an embodiment of happiness. Okay, supreme happiness. Paramasukhamayam, Sukharupam, Sushuptau. Okay, so this fellow. No janite. People do not understand who this person is. And then he says, Kaschid ascharyametad. What a wonder it is. So this is what the content of this verse is. No janite sushuptau paramasukhamayam kaschid ascharyametad. So I was having a glance at the commentary of this section, particularly this mantra, and I found very interesting statements which are made by Bhagavad Pada. I just wanted to read 2-3 sentences and then we move on to further analysis for the material which I have sent to you just now. So while commenting this passage, Aramamasya Pashyanti, I'll just read a few sentences. Aramam, Aramanam, Akridam, Anena Nirmitam, Vasana Rupam, Asya Atmanaha Pashyanti, Sarve Janaha. All these people experience this. What is it that you see? So Shankara elaborates. Gramam, Nagaram, Striyam, Annadyam Mityadi, Vasana Nirmitam, Akridana Rupam. It can be entities, it can be something which can be consumed. But then the next statement is very interesting. Shankara says, Natam pashyati, tam na pashyati kaschana. Then he says, Kashtam bhoho, vartate atyanta viviktam drishtigocharaapannamapi, aho bhagyahinata lokasya. So this is a very interesting statement. It's hard to find in Shankara Bhashya like this. Kashtam bhoho. So what a pity it is. Vartate atyanta viviktam drishtigochara pannamapi. Drishtigochara. Gochara means vishayaha. The word gochara comes from so gavaha charanti yatra. So gavaha means indriyani. Wherever these indriyas dwell upon. So gocharaha means vishayaha. So he says drishtigochara means something which is seen by you. Aho bhagyahinata lokasya yati shakyadarshanamapi atmanam na pashyati iti lokam prati anukrosham darshayati shrutihi atyanta viviktaha swayam jyotiratma swapne bhavati ityabhiprayaha. So this is the overall message. Okay. So this is the overall message, and there are other interesting things which are there in the mantra. Okay. So which has to do with some statements which are found in that Brihadaranyaka mantra. So if somebody is deeply asleep, so then you should not wake him up, and so on and so forth. There are certain things which are there. Okay. So that we will leave for the moment. But then here Tanubhritam bhasakam chalakam va. So that is something which we need to study little more carefully. All that is being stated here is, so you are missing to see some person. This is what is being stated here. Bhasakam Chalakam. So this Bhasaka Chalaka, am I missing to see or do I see? So is he something which is different from the complex that I have, mind, body, sense complex, or is it one among them itself? If it is one among them, so then this Atman which you are talking about cannot be obviously eternal. So it has to be separate. But how do I understand that it is separate? So it is for this reason, so some material was sent to you just now. If you can open up, it will be well and good. So it is just to tell you the kind of detailed discussion which Shankara has presented. It is worth knowing in this context, because we are studying about this Swayanjyotir Brahman. In this, as I was mentioning, it starts with the discussion between Janaka and Yajnavalkya. And Janaka poses this question to Yajnavalkya. So as he meets him, Yajnavalkya kinjotirayam purusha ityaditya jyotis samraditi hovajaditye naivayam jyotishaste palyayate karma kurute vipalyetitye brahmevai tadyajnavalkya. So this is a question that he poses. The question is this: Yajnavalkya, I have a doubt. What is this doubt? This doubt is something which is bothering me for a long time. This is what Janaka has in his mind. This has been nicely explained by Bhagavad Pada, so in his commentary. So do we make a certain judgment that this person who is responsible for making things evident to you is different from this Karyakarana Sanghata, or he is one among the Karyakarana Sanghata itself? Why is this discussion required? So if you carefully look at the question which has been posed by Janaka, he says, Yajnavalkya kinjyotirayam purushaha. Jyotihi is a term that is used to refer to the light. So it is to be understood in a more general sense. So light is something which makes you see something. So for you to know that things are present or not, so light is required. This is just one thing. Suppose even if somebody makes a sound, that is also something which can be considered as a jyoti. So that which makes you recognize the existence of something, so is it that which gives rise to a certain cognition, so that you just consider as jyoti, light. Okay. So Yajnavalkya kinjyotirayam purushaha is a question. Now kinjyotihi means, so in the discussion which goes on, so the Shankaracharya, he says, so this is something which you can just listen. You can easily understand this if you read. The Sanskrit is simple. I will tell you the overall summary. So he says, Kimayam swavaya sanghata bahyena jyotirantarena vyavaharati ahosvit swavayava sanghata madhyapatina jyotisha jyotishkaryam ayam purushaha nirvartayati. Understand? So swavayava sanghata bahyena. So swavayava sanghata means this human being is made up of various things. So it can be sense organs, it can be physical body, it can be mind, it can be everything. So that is what is called sanghata. Sanghata is basically a complex, okay, a conglomerate of things. So question is, Kimayam swavayava sanghata bahyena jyotirantarena vyavaharati. Okay. आहोस्वित् स्वावयव संघात मध्यपातिना ज्योतिष्कार्यम् अयं पुरुषः निर्वर्तयति इत्यभिप्रेत्य पृच्छति. This question which Janaka asked, this is the abhipraya. Kinchataha. What is the point in knowing? Why do you want to discuss? So there he says, यदि व्यतिरिक्तेन यदि वा अव्यतिरिक्तेन ज्योतिष्कार्यं निर्वर्तयति शृणु तत्र कारणम्. Why is this question being posed? So is it something which is different from this whose nature is different, or is it something which is one among this? Why you want to discuss? So his answer is, if you understand that it is different, then you will try to apply your logic to understand how is it different, so why should I take it as different, and so on and so forth. You will probe along those directions and you will supply inference for that. If it is one among this itself, then also you want to probe. Okay, then also you would like to probe, and you would investigate in such a way that which is this entity within this human mind body sense complex which is responsible for this. So should I take this as something which is of different nature, or should I take this as something which belongs to in its own nature? So this is the idea. Kinchataha यदि व्यतिरिक्तेनैव ज्योतिषा ज्योतिष्कार्यनिर्वर्तकत्वम् अस्य स्वभावः निर्धारितो भवति ततः अदृष्टज्योतिष्कार्यविषये अनुमास्यामहे. Anumasyamahe means we will provide you some inference which will logically convince you along this direction. Okay? So, Vyatirikta Jyotirnirmitam evedam karyamiti. Vyatirikta Jyotirnirmitam means something which is beyond this. Okay? Whose nature is different, eternal, and so on and so forth. Atha avyatiriktena svatmana jyotisha vyavaharati tataha अप्रत्यक्षेपि ज्योतिषी ज्योतिष्कार्यदर्शने अव्यतिरिक्तमेव ज्योतिः अनुमेयम् अथ अनियमः एव. So there is no understanding about this. Okay, so you can take either this way or that way, etc. So it goes on further, and with this thought process in his mind, so Janaka poses this question. So Kinjyotirayam Purushaha means what is it that makes him see things? So initially Yajnavalkya starts, what is this? So he wants to just build up. So therefore he says, so every function that is happening here in this world is because of the Jyoti which is provided by sun. Fair enough, understandable, right? Any activity, so anything that you are able to see. Okay, so ultimately it can be taken to sun. So that is the answer. Aditya Jyotis Samraditi Hovacha. It is the sun who is responsible. So he is the provider of light. Okay. So today we can understand as generator of energy for us. Okay. Samraditi Hovacha Adityenaiva Yan Jyotishaste. So it is because of that he dwells. So Palyayate Karma Kurute. Palyayate means Paryeti. He moves around because of this. Okay, he works because of this. And Viparyetiti, he returns back. So this is what he says. So if Aditya is not there, then how does he function? Then it moves on, and then after 4-5 mantras, you have this mantra. So whose commentary is what has been dispatched to you. So here this is 6th mantra. So the one which I read was 2nd. Now we go to 6th. So he says, Astamita aditye yajnavalkya chandramasya astamite shante gnau shantayam vachi. He just says, so if not sun then moon, if not this. So vachi means, even then you know, that is why I said, this Jyoti has to be understood in a much larger sense. So even if you are in dark, if you want to know whether he is existing or not, if that cognition of his existence or non-existence is to be known, it can be simply through Shabda also. So that is why Shantayam Vachi Kinjyotirevayam Purushaha Iti. Then he says, Atmaivasya Jyotihi Bhavati. So it is this entity which we call as Atman. Okay. Atmanaivayan Jyotishaste Pallayate Karma Kurute Vipalyetiti. So this is how the mantra goes. Okay. Atmanaivayan Jyotishaste. So this person basically cognizes because of the existence of an entity called Atma. This is what this mantra essentially tells us. Okay. Atmanaiva ayan jyotisha aste pallayate karma gurute vipalyetiti. Now, in the commentary, so you can see if you have got this mail accessible to you, you can look at. So the commentary starts with something. So the portion that has been sent to you is Atmeti. So Shankaracharya starts his discussion. It is a very long discussion which goes on. I want to present some brief summary to you. So Atmeti karyakaranasya karyakaranasvavayava sanghata vyatiriktam. Karyakarana Swavayava Sanghata Vyatiriktam. So this is the thesis that he first presents. Then we will have lot of discussion further. So this Karyakarana Sanghata Vyatiriktam means, so the one who is different from this mind body sense complex. Vyatiriktam. Okay. Vyatiriktam. Not only that, another description is Karyakarana Avabhasakam. The one who is able to make you see the changes that are happening in this Karyakarana Sanghata. Okay? The one who is able to make you see. So you cognize the changes that are happening in this Karyakarana Sanghata continuously. So whether it is Sharira, whether it is Indriya, whether it is Manaha. Okay? So Avabhasakam. So he is not only presenting you some information, he is also presenting you some information of those instruments which help this fellow get this information. So all that. Okay. So that is what it is. Karyakarana avabhasakam adityadi bahijyotirvat. Okay. Like the sun. Bahirjyotirvat means something which is like this. Swayam anyena avabhasyamanam. So other thing that he says is anyena anabhavasyamanam. So because of this entity you are able to see every other entity, but other entities need not help the existence of this entity, or it need not help the cognition of the existence of this entity. Okay. So avabhas. Swayam anyena anavabhasyamanam. Okay. So for you to see the part, there should be some other light. Okay. For you to see whether Atman exists, you don't need any other light. So it is self-evident. So that is what he means. Swayameva anyena anavabhasyamanam abhithiyate jyotihi. This is what we mean by jyotihi. So by jyotihi, you should not simply think that there is some light. Okay. Then you will be tube lights. So, abhijiyate jyotihi. Now, there is an interesting discussion which moves on. So then we move on to next part. Why? Why does Shankara say that this should be Karyakarana Sanghata Vyatiriktam? Why not take that it is this itself which can be taken as Atman? Something here, some abstract entity within our own mind body sense complex which can be taken as Atman. Okay. So there the argument goes like this. Karyakarana Sanghata Bhava Bhavitvac Karyakarana Sanghata Bhava Bhavitvac Sanghata Dharmatvam Anumiyate Jyotishaha. So he says, why try to propose some entity which is beyond this? You get the point? If you can present a certain theory with simple tools, without trying to insert something as a black box. So you will be happy, right? See, even with reference to this cosmological studies that are going on, nobody thought of this black hole, black energy and so on. So if you can explain things, okay, what you are perceiving with some minimal tools, so then that should be acceptable. But if you cannot explain, then you propose something. So it may not be so appealing to you, but sometimes you may have to take it that way. So the question here is karya karana sanghata bhava bhavitvacha. Anyway, you have a very complex system called mind, brain, whatever you have, and you try to say that. So this Atman or Jyotihi, whatever you want to say, who is responsible for you to cognize something, be one among the Karyakarana Sanghata itself. Anumiyate Jyotisha. Then it moves on. Saman Nitodishtasya cha anumanasya vyabhicharitvat apramanyam. It goes on. So then I will quickly summarize what he is trying to say. So there are some interesting statements which he makes here. So this is something which is very important. Nanu drishte anupapannam nama. This is Shankaracharya uses in a couple of places. Nahi drishte anupapannam nama drishyatva deva is the phrase elsewhere. So here he says, Nanu ayameva ched darshanadi kriya karta atma sanghataha katham avikalasya darshanadi kriya kartuhu kadachid bhavati kadachid neti naisha doshaha drishtatvad nahi drishte anupapannam nama. Interesting thing, I'll just quickly summarize to you. So you say that this Karyakarana Sanghata is responsible for fetching this information and for you to have a certain cognition. The question that can be posed to him is, so this Karyakarana Sanghata is present, but you always do not necessarily, suppose you are a yogi, okay, so these things are gathering information, taking it to your brain, then you should feel that cold, you should feel this, you should feel that, but you don't feel, right? So if they are essentially responsible for this cognition, when they are there, then you should feel some of them, but you don't feel some of them, okay? So therefore we propose something, suppose you say. So the other entity plays a major role, so he can decide whether you have to sense or you need not sense. So you can train that fellow, he is an abstract fellow now, let us keep it as a black box. So that entity, you just say that, so he plays a crucial role. When I decide that I should gather information, he will gather information. When I decide that I should not gather information, I will go to Samadhi and he will not fetch any information. So you say that he is that entity. Okay? So then he says, how can this be? So sometimes it behaves, this Karyakarana Sanghata behaves this way. So this is your kakshi, that if you have some other thing. But then this fellow will say, no, that entity, whatever you call, I say this is among the Karyakarana Sanghata itself, but it will behave differently at different points of time. Okay? So though it's normal functioning, so he proposes by saying that the very nature of this fellow is such that, okay, so his behavior will be unpredictable. I can say no. So it is like this. So even, see, I can give you one simple example, which many of you will be able to appreciate. So I hope if I am wrong, so Dr. Srinath will correct me later. See, this mind itself, so we can just say today, there are so many activities which are happening, right? So certain activities of the mind create certain awareness about those activities. But there will be many activities about which we are not aware of what is happening. Okay? So they have introduced a term called qualia for all this. So the thing is, so there are so many things which are happening. Suppose you have a wound. Then mind will send some signal that there is a wound here and so many soldiers will come and fight. Okay, so this may happen. So suppose there is some change in the blood level. Okay, some sodium changes, hydrogen changes, this changes, that changes. So it will do some things. So that they will be corrected. So though it is an activity of this, but you are not aware of these activities. But there are certain, after all, it sends some message which tries to correct something in your body. Okay, but you are not aware that it sends and it actually sends some other signal to fight, etc. On the other hand, suppose it receives some signal. You see a beautiful rose flower, okay, and then it sends some signal. So now, see, this beauty is known to you, the color is known to you, okay, you are aware of certain things. So when also the signal was received, signal was processed, okay, so this you are aware. You see some other rose flower, some other rose garden, okay. So then this awareness of one thing is just there, and you are aware of one more thing now, and you are able to even compare all these things. So what are the signals which will be creating an awareness in you, and what will not be creating an awareness in you is not something which is of your choice, but it is the nature of that instrument itself. You can say, right? So similarly, this fellow can say that this Karyakarana Sanghata will sometimes decide to process something, will sometimes not decide to process something, and it can be Karyakarana Sanghata itself. Why propose one more entity? So here is the argument, Nahi Drishte Anupapannam Nama. So it is the argument of the Purvapaksha fellow. The Purvapakshin says, see, that is its nature, so I just take it like that. Okay? So there are some things of that nature. So that is what he is trying to say, Nahi Drishte Anupapannam Nama. And then he gives one example, this Khadyota. Just because it is of one nature, it need not behave the same way everywhere. See, for instance, the Khadyota means fly. The fly that will emit some light. Okay? So, Khe Dyotate iti Khadyotaha means something in the space, they will be glittering. Okay? So, something sparkling. So, this light emitting thing, so it is, see, sun is also Prakashaka. Khadyota is also Prakashaka. But then it does not emit that kind of light which will enable you to see. You understand? Prakashaka, all the Karyakarana Sanghata need not be having the same nature of behavior. So that is to say that he is just saying, Nahi Khadyote Prakasha Prakashakatvena Drishyamane Karanantaram Anumeyatvecha Kenachit Samanyat Sarvam Sarvatra Anumeyam Syat. It's a very interesting statement. Tachanishtam, he says, Nacha Padarthasvahavo Nasti Nahi Agnehe. So Padarthasvahavo Nasti is a very interesting statement. You cannot say that Padarthasvahavaha Nasti iti na. It is always there. So certain things have different kinds of functioning. Okay? So there he gives an example. And he says, so you have one Swabhava, this has one Swabhava. So Agnehe Aushnyam Swabhava. So Jalasya Shaityam Swabhava. You don't say further, why is it of this nature? Okay? So why is sugar sweet means? So you cannot ask this question. So that is what he is trying to say. Different things have different kind of swabhava. So there you cannot further probe. So nahi agnehe nahi agnehe ushna swabhavyam anya nimittam. Okay? Udakasya va shaityam. So suppose some fellow says, Prani dharma apeksham iti chet. That fellow suppose he says, no, it is all because of prani dharma, you have to experience something and therefore it is so. So then he will say, so what is that Prani Dharma? It will go to infinite regression. So certain things you just take it as Swabhava. So this is how the Purva Pakshin so basically proposes an argument. Now, so the Siddhantin comes and then tries to prove that you have to take some other fellow as an entity who is responsible. Okay. So for this cognition to take place, and that is what we call as Atman. There, this Karyakarana Sanghata, if you just say, so which of this Karyakarana Sanghata are you talking about? Suppose you start with, let us say, this eyes. Okay. So let us start with one thing. So let us say, one thing we need to understand. So this basically the argument is based on Smriti. Drishta and Smriti. There is some detailed discussion about whether, I am just skipping that, detailed discussion whether you have to take that all that you see in dream has to have only its basis on what you have seen in the other avastha, or you can just take it other way around. So the arguments which are posed, and then he says, no, it is not necessarily true. So the same argument is being thrown upon that fellow. What is the same argument? Because some fellows say that I have seen something which is bizarre, which is absolutely impossible for me. So one of the examples is, he says, Purvam drishtam maya himavataha shringam adyaham swapne adraksham. What is that? See, himavataha shringam, ashwasya shringam, something, okay, which is absolutely impossible. So it is something like this. So now further you see, tatha smritau drishta smrityoho ekatve sati. Drishta smrityoho ekat. See, one fellow sees, the other fellow recognizes. This is not possible. Smriti can take place only for the same fellow. In the Karyakarana Sanghata, suppose you say that among the Karyakarana Sanghata, I call I as Drishta. Suppose you say I, okay, Netra as Drishta. Now the Smriti, so Netra and Smriti, suppose you say. So if he is Drashta, he has to have Smriti. Close the eyes. So can you think of that rose flower or not? Okay. So where is this fellow now? So therefore in the Karyakarana Sanghata, you have to throw this fellow out. You understand? It cannot be this, it cannot be these instruments. So something else is storing. That is what you have to. So you have to, Karyakarana Sanghata means Deha, Indriya, Manas, all that. You have to dismiss one by one. So if you just close your eyes, so then you have the Smriti. But you have to accept that this Drashta and Smarta are one and the same fellow. This much you have to agree. Right? So Smaranam can take place only to a fellow who had Darshanam. Now let us read. So he says further, Yada chaivayam tada nimilitakshopi smaran drishtapurvam yadrupam tat drishtavadeva pashyatiti tasmat yad nimilitam tannad drashtru. Okay, yen nimilitam tat drashtru na bhavati. So this cannot be this instrument. Yat nimilite yati nimilite chakshushi smaran. Now he makes a very interesting statement. Yat nimilite chakshushi smaran rupam pashyati tadeva animilite pi chakshushi drashtru asidityavagam yate. Now I come to your stance. You said, so drashta and smarta has to be one and the same. So now I propose something. So because when I close my eyes, so that person who saw is not there and smarana takes place, I propose something. Even when your eyes were open, So there was some other fellow who was responsible beyond this eye and other complex who saw this. And when you close the eyes also, it is the same person who is saying that I saw. That entity is Atman. Okay? So whether you close your eyes or you have your eyes open, you understand? So the process is you see something, you recollect something. So it cannot be this sense organ that was dismissed. Now even as you see, I am saying that there is some other entity, so which we call as Atman. Okay? So who is this responsible even as you see through your eyes? So that is what he is saying. Nimilite chakshushi smaran rupam pashyati tadeva animilite chakshushi drashtra asidityavagamyate. Then he says mrite cha dehe. So another thing. So this it cannot be the deha anyway. It cannot be sense organs. It cannot be deha anyway. Now he further moves and then says, so you can say that this is not, let us say deha, let us not say this is not indriya. So let us propose this mind, there is another fellow. Okay? So whom we call as manaha. Let us take that. So then he says, manastarihiti chet na manasopi vishayatvat rupadivat drashtrtvadyanupapattihi. The idea is Rupadivati is this is a interesting inference. Rupadivati means, so this is an entity which does not belong to the category of sentient things. It is just some matter. You understand? So matters, so simple matter is inert by nature. So we put this mind along that category, which is a Vishaya. So Vishaya means some inert substance. And inert substance cannot have consciousness. So that is what he is trying to say. Manastarihiti chet na manasopi vishayatvat rupadivat drashtatvad tasmat antastham vidiriktam adityadivat siddham yaduttam karyakarana sanghata samana jatiyameva ज्योतिः अन्तः अनुमेयम् आदित्यादिभिः तत् समानजातीयैरेव उपक्रियमाणत्वात्. This is another argument. He says, even in the physical world, for us to see, there are certain things like Aditya and so on and so forth. So this samana jatiyatvam means, so this which was helpful for us to see, for us to have this cognition. See, we don't deny that there are certain other factors which play a role for us to have certain cognition, which we classify as pramana janita. So pramana janitam means, so a certain means was employed and you were able to see. Suppose you don't make noise in a very dark room. Okay, pitch dark. I don't know what are the things. So only when there is some other pramana, I will be able to cognize. Even for this entity, so it may require certain things for it to cognize. So there is no doubt. Now he is saying samana jatiyatvam means, so this like this aditya which you have, which helps. So this upakarya upakaraka bhavaha should be, so you are proposing this element. So the argument is kinjyotihi ayam purushaha. What makes this fellow have this cognition? This is the overall question. So it comes under swapnavastha also. What makes you cognize? Okay? So the existence of these things. So aditya jyotihi is something which we know when we have a pramana janita jnana. Now this aditya jyotihi, this aditya itself belongs to some inert category. So this jyoti that you are proposing, is it of the same nature? Should it be of the same nature? Any jyoti that you talk about is only belonging to this inert category, not a Chaitanya category. Now when you are trying to say that this Purusha is jyotihi, so is he belonging to the same samana jatiyatva? Okay, this upakarya upakaraka bhavaha. we don't deny that the sun is helpful for me to recognize. Okay, so this upakarya upakaraka bhavaha need not always be belonging to the same category. So that is what he is trying to further say. See, he says adityadibihi tat samana jatiyaireiva tad asat upakaryopakaraka bhavasya aniyama darshanat. Aniyama darshanat means it need not be belonging to the same category of the same nature. Katham. So he gives a few examples. Parthivaihi indhanaihi parthivatva samana jatiyaihi trina upaladibihi agnehe prajvalanam. Now this for the fire, okay, to just blaze, etc. So you have certain other elements, so which need not be of the same category. And so too he gives a few examples, and then he says that it need not necessarily be of samana jati. So more of this maybe I will quickly summarize in the next class. We will read this verse and then we will wind up this class now. Okay. So the point is, this chalakam and bhasakam that you are trying to refer to here is being presented as a self-evident entity. The Aditya is also self-evident. Therefore, we take some of these examples. So he is self-evident as well as prakashaka. So too, this Atman who is being projected is self-evident as well as prakashaka. Okay. So this bhasakam chalakam, so it should be definitely beyond this karyakarana sanghata. So that is what is the overall message. Now let us read this. Pashyantyaramasya pratidivasami jantavas svapakale pashyatyenam nakaschit karanaganamrite mayaya kridamanam jagratyarthau vrajanam atha chatanubhritam bhasakam chalakam va no jahanite sushuptau paramasukhamayam kaschidashcharyametat. Om sarve bhisikhinas santu sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukha bhavet. Om